Today we are behind the wheel of the latest K car added to Gran Turismo 7. This is the Honda N1 RS, and I'll be honest with you here, I know little to nothing about this vehicle, but what little I do know is that the Honda N1 debuted in 2011. The car then went on sale in 2012. This is actually the second generation of what we're driving, and well, it's a K car. So what that means, it has a 660cc engine to obviously go under the regulation to be a K car. Luckily for us, this is actually the turbocharged version because it comes in turbo and non-turbo, so this one has a bit more power. Now when we're talking about power, this vehicle produces a total of 63 brake horsepower. I know it's a real punchy vehicle. Now we gotta remember, at least it's extremely lightweight. I think it's about 840 kgs or somewhere around that mark. I do apologize if I am mistaken, but honestly, it's faster than I was expecting. I was expecting something that was gonna be extremely tiring, draining. Like it was just gonna suck the life out of me, all the joy, and it was just gonna be so dull. But that's not the case. Yes, we are only doing 140 kilometers per hour, but the fact that we're already doing that is surprising. I thought we're gonna top out at 120. Luckily, we aren't. We are actually able to push it at a decent speed. Front engine, front wheel drive, that comes on comfort medium tires, and well, it's just that. It's a small little K car, which can be fun at times. And honestly, it's not bad. Now, RS. Usually RS model, that means a bigger power, big boy, what. In this case, the RS model comes with black alloy wheels. It comes with a black roof, and there's something else, but it's RS is more of a trim package than actual performance upgrade. So yeah, we just got a fancy looking Honda N1, but it's honestly taking me by surprise. I really thought it was gonna be a lot slower, so I am glad that it's not as bad as I expected. But thankfully, if you do want to try this vehicle out, well, it will only cost you 20,000 credits. It's dirt cheap, so I mean, that's a massive advantage. And look, you can't really complain. It's not like they're charging 100,000 for this vehicle. If you don't want to drive it, don't drive it. But was this a wasted space in a monthly update? Because we see with the monthly updates coming to Gran Turismo 7, well, they usually only give us 3 vehicles. So was this taking up a space that could have been better used? So that's what we're gonna try and answer today. But a 2-minute 31-second lap around Kyoto Driving Park isn't bad. It's not bad at all. So what we're gonna do now is take the vehicle on over to the tuning shop. Now we see we actually have ultimate parts. I mean, look, it's only the titanium connecting rods and pistons, but look, at least it's adding 3 horsepower. So what we're gonna do now is just add a bit of upgrades and see how far we get. I hope we can at least break into 3 figures power wise. We see we do have anti-lag that we can apply to this vehicle, which is just absolute joke. So exhaust on as well, and let's just see. It looks like we are gonna break into that 100 brake horsepower mark, so it's good. But look, with the Honda N1, there's actually a racing series, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a racing series in Japan that actually uses the Honda N1 as the cup car, as the race car. So the Honda N1 actually has racing pedigree if you think about it. These vehicles are currently being used for racing, so that's just a fun little piece of knowledge here. So we see we can actually pull more weight out of the vehicle, making it more lightweight, and we see now fully stripped down, the vehicle weighs 722 kgs and comes in at a power output of 162 brake horsepower. So power wise, obviously not through the roof, but when it comes to, look at that, 722 kgs, that is extremely lightweight. Now let's see what customization we actually have for this vehicle. We're gonna see now, was it a lie, was it AI? We see, okay, front lip, okay, we have this, just pulls the trim off, and then a small side skirt that removes the tint, that, you know, weight savings all around, pull the tint off, and small little diffuser, and then we have the different wing options. So look, it is customizations nonetheless, so we can't really complain about that. Obviously we have roll cage, tow hook, bonnet pin, your very generic customization. We have front grille customization, which actually changes up quite a bit, so you can make it actually look like your normal Honda N1. You can downgrade it, so there is that. So customization is good so far. Now let's see, wide body kit. Wide body kit we have available for this vehicle will cost you 5,000 credits, and that is meaty. That is a meaty wide body. Wow. It's so boxy. It reminds me of that, what's that, MG? That, or even the Renault, the old rally car. That's what it reminds me with the square body kit. We gotta slap it on. 5,000 credits. How can we not? Okay, customization. Okay, straight away, now that we have the wide body kit, you cannot change anything front bumper or side skirt related for obvious reasons. It's already preset. Then you can remove the trim and you can add a diffuser. Why does it look like it's almost transparent? This wide body kit is so aggressive. There you go, that is your diffuser. So it's actually really nice. Then we have wing options. Wing options are still gonna remain the same, so yeah, that is your wide body kit option. Same thing still applies. All of this is still gonna be the same. So yeah, that was first experience now on the N1 RS fully upgraded. It is faster. Braking is almost instantaneous. But power delivery, honestly, not bad. I think I really need to shorten the gearing. Yeah, shorten the gearing because this is, the gears are too long for the car. The car it doesn't have the power to really stretch the limits, so we're gonna drop the gearing down. Maybe 210. We'll do 210. 210. We'll do 210 and see. So let's try it again. So Honda N1 RS actually sounds really good from inside. Before we were taking corners completely flat out. We're gonna see if that's the case now. I don't think so. I think we will have to brake. We see the car is revving up to 8,000 RPM now as you go into 5th. Ooh, bit too aggressive with the braking there. Let's see, foot flat through the corner. The amount of downforce that this car has is actually ridiculous. I mean, what, 200 downforce in the front, 250 in the rear. All this vehicle is missing is a K-swap. It needs the engine from the new Honda Civic. If it gets that, whoo, 500 something horsepower in this. Okay, look, it might be actually a bit too much power. but I think it'll really make it come alive. You will really need to detune the engine or possibly just leave it stock and see what works out best. I see that I got the suspension sits a bit too hard. That's why when it hits the curbs, it's violence. Yo! So you can see now. But the brakes are so good. Like the brakes are better than they need to be. The car, it stops like that. Halt. But I love the ability that we have to just turn in. The car is so responsive. Obviously you need to brake when you do turn in, but the car's good. It's fun. It's not amazing. It's nothing that I'm gonna be like, whoa, this is record-breaking stuff. It's gonna completely change your life if you drive this vehicle. If you don't drive it, you're not missing out so much, genuinely. But I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time. I'm just actually glad that it's so unique, it's so different, and this is exactly what Gran Turismo is about. It's about adding quirky cars, vehicles that will be in no other game. So the fact that this is here, I'm not gonna complain and sit here and be like, oh no, we should have gotten the new 488 GT3 car. I mean, we should have, but it's not something that I'm like, oh my word, why is this here? Why do we even have this? It's a waste of time. It's not that bad. I mean, usability, I don't really see me using this vehicle that often, but I mean the fact that the vehicle is still able to have fun. You can see when you push it through corners, the car is just fun. It's one of those vehicles that, look, you don't need a bajillion horsepower, you don't need 1,000 horsepower to have fun. And this is a prime example of it. The Honda N1 RS is just fantastic. It's just some good, simple, clean fun. That's exactly what this vehicle is. Lap time wise, I have no idea where this is even going to be situated, but it's a K car. You cannot expect lightning fast lap times, but you should be able to just have a good time. And that's exactly what you're going to have with this car. You are guaranteed to have a good time. And just look at that. This is bad. But yeah, this is one of the latest additions to Gran Turismo 7. So yeah, it's not a bad one. It fits the game extremely well. So honestly, I'm gonna give it my seal of approval. It's dirt cheap. The customization is extremely wild compared to how much it's gonna cost. Look, the only downside is it's low on power, but once again, it's only 660 cc's. It is a little K car. You cannot expect Lamborghini power coming out of a Citroen DS. It does not work like that. So because of that, I'm gonna give this car a grace, and I'm gonna say, look, I had fun with it, and I might actually find myself using it again to just put a smile on my face. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions of the Honda N1 RS in the comment section down below. And with this being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.